Hi everyone. I'm Skylar. If you you wouldn't know that, obviously. This is my first video on this channel, at least. Um, anyways, I don't have any makeup on, and it's like midnight. I just really needed to put this out there, I guess, for my own help, well-being and mental health. More specifically, my gender dysphoria. Because my girlfriends, I usually have her to talk to about these things and get that out there. But she's cat sitting, so and she's asleep at the moment. So otherwise, I know she totally would. Um, and I love her with all my heart. But I just really need to get this off my chest. So I was feeling my gender dysphoria was just through the roof. If I'm honest. And I found some tips online how to um, help with gender dysphoria when it gets really bad and just day to day stuff. Sorry, I am tearing up. Okay, but yeah, one thing that actually kind of started me crying worse than I am now is a phrase that is said to say out loud, which I am already like an introvert and shy, even though I'm alone with my cats. I still found it awkward, but it was helpful. It was my body does not define my gender. Now I'm sure there's plenty of people on this earth that disagree, and that's what makes gender dysphoria hard. Is that you have to hide. Like I have to hide being transgender at work and being called he all the time just so I can keep the job. Because the last job I got fired for the smallest fucking thing. Okay? There was no training, no talking to me. There was just an email. Hey, you don't work here anymore. Just because I talked personally and not to the script at a call center. And it was like a week after training, so it wasn't like they didn't even talk to me about it. They just fired me. Now, yeah, maybe it was because they were that strict, but it's just like I told over and over again to her to call me she, please. Went through my history with my supervisor, and she would just give me the dirtiest looks, like I did something wrong. But that's just me, so it's nothing confirmed. But yeah, it's just like I can't. There's laws saying you can't fire somebody because they're transgender, but it doesn't mean they can just fire you for any reason and just not tell you because it's transgender. Otherwise, if you tell them you're fired, you're transgender, then they can just, yeah, then they're in trouble. But otherwise, they just don't tell you and they're fine. So, and then today they also had like this political radio thing on instead of music while I was prepping for cook. I'm prep cook, by the way, so I prepare stuff for pizzas and stuff. They had this thing going on, and it was all fine, and the interviews were all good, and I agreed for most part, even if I maybe didn't like the individuals and stuff like that. I still agreed with them, and I wanted to hear the opposing opinions and stuff like that. For the most part, I guess, but it's just like this one 96-year-old woman. I want to say something else. She's one of those people that are like the feminists, which is fine. I'm obviously a feminist. I'm for all those rights. I go for those movements. I was at a rally not too long ago in Salt Lake. And yeah, I'm totally for women's rights because I am a woman. But then there's some old school feminists, I guess, that just don't want transgender people included. And it fucking sucks. And I just had to sit there and listen to this crap over and over again about her saying, just, it doesn't matter if you misgender somebody because they're not really that gender. And that gender and sex are the same thing. And that's just science. And it's not. There's been countless actual science to prove otherwise. Like gender dysphoria is an actual, like on the list of basically up there with depression. So saying gender dysphoria is not a thing, it's like saying depression's not a thing. Even though they're two different things and separate, you can have one and not the other. But it's just that crazy. And at one point, people didn't think depression was a thing. It was just, oh, you're sad. And that's basically how I'm feeling, just in a different way. I'm just trying to explain it, I guess. Anyways, I don't know, I wanted to put that out there. Also just get past not wearing makeup, because this is me. I might start wear makeup to help with the gender dysphoria and help me feel more like me. Because I hate how I look a lot of the time. At least my face. So this is for that, to help me with that. Also, I just wanted to start uploading videos. Probably much less serious things. But I just said, fuck it, I'm not even going to edit this. And I know it's probably going to be gross. And maybe nobody will see it. But this is for me. So, that. Okay, but if anyone's out there that's feeling gender dysphoria, I'm so sorry. Truly. And if I'm a pretty small channel, so if you need someone to talk to, let me know. If you want to hate, free to do that as well. Just go for it, I suppose, if that really makes your day. But like I was saying, if you have gender dysphoria and you're transitioning, especially if you're before you came out, or like even before you're starting your HRT, your hormone replacement, because I know that was a really hard time for me because I wasn't making like any progress. Just passing was so much harder, and I get misgendered a lot less now. Not a lot less, but I guess, but just less. And it does get better. It does. And if you're not on HRT, if you don't want to take HRT, that's totally fine. Just do what makes you happy. Okay? Forget about the world. I wish I could. I'm trying. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just how it is. It helps to have at least one person also there for you. Like I have my girlfriend, and she, after I shortly came out with my family, who disowned me, at least for the most part, like my older sister and my parents, my younger siblings are actually really nice about it and understanding, which just means a lot. But it's just like my dad makes them choose between me and them, essentially. And I don't want to do that to my sisters. They don't deserve to be in a tug-of-war match. And so yeah, I don't really have a lot of people in my life, in general. So on some level, I can probably understand some form of what you're going through, maybe, or maybe not. Either way, if you need to talk, let me know. Or if you have any questions about my transitioning, I'm more than willing to make videos on those, because I want to help. Because videos definitely help me at least find out and come to terms with me being transgender. at 21. I'm 22 now, so I've had my suspicions before. So, but officially, I suppose I officially came out as transgender a year ago. So, and it gets better, and it helps so much having somebody by your side. So, if I can be that person, I am more than happy to. Okay, this is like 10 minutes long. I didn't expect it to be that long. Okay, it was more just a rant and not a pretty one at that. Okay, this is Skylar, and bye.